Okay, so I just came across this tool called pfjson that converts OpenBSD Packet Filter config files to JSON. Sounds super useful, right?
Absolutely. The idea of flipping between pf.conf and JSON is fascinating. I mean, it preserves comments and formatting too.
Right, that's pretty crucial for keeping context and configurations. But I wonder, how often do people actually need to switch formats like that?
Good question. I think it's especially handy for automation and scripting. JSON is just so much easier to work with programmatically.
Exactly, it's like if you were trying to cook from a recipe in a foreign language versus one in your native tongue. Clarity matters.
That's a perfect analogy. And the checksum verification, using SHA-256 and SHA-512 for data integrity, is a nice touch.
Yeah, but do you think that adds complexity? Like, can it be overwhelming for someone just trying to make simple adjustments?
It might seem that way at first, but I think it's more about ensuring the integrity of your configurations, which is crucial.
True, but what happens if the checksums don't match? That could be a headache. Are people prepared for that?
That's a fair point. It does throw an error if there's a mismatch, but there are tools like this that help reduce mistakes.
Speaking of mistakes, I noticed it has syntax validation and dry run modes. That's got to save a lot of frustration.
Absolutely. I mean, who hasn't accidentally misconfigured something and spent hours troubleshooting?
Totally, it's like double checking your math homework before turning it in. You catch mistakes early.
Exactly. And the fact that it tracks file metadata, like original file name and size, shows attention to detail.
Yeah, but does that metadata tracking actually help in practical scenarios? Or is it just fluff?
I think it's helpful for auditing and version control. You know, keeping track of what changed and when.
That's a good point. It could be really useful in larger teams. But is it user-friendly enough for casual users?
That's where the help command comes in handy. It's clear and gives options for users to understand their choices.
True, I love that it can output to stdout or to a file. Flexibility is key in any tool.
Definitely. You can even read from stdin, which is pretty neat for piping data.
Oh, and the examples they provide for usage are super clear. It makes diving in so much easier.
For sure, it demystifies the process. But I still wonder, how steep is the learning curve for someone new to this?
I guess it depends on their familiarity with CLI tools, but with all the features, it might be a bit daunting.
That's valid. There's a balance between power and usability, and this tool tries to hit that sweet spot.
And they offer a machine-parsable JSON output option. That shows they're thinking about integration with other tools.
Exactly. It's all about making it accessible for automation. Good foresight on their part.
But isn't there a risk of oversimplifying? Like some features might get lost in automation.
That's true. There's always a chance of sacrificing complexity for convenience. It's a delicate trade-off.
Right, and that could lead to misconfigurations if nuances aren't handled well. So it's a double-edged sword.
Well put. Ultimately, it's about knowing when to automate and when to dive deep into the details.
Exactly. So if we put all this together, would you say pfJSON is more of a necessity or a luxury tool?
I lean towards necessity for anyone managing network configurations regularly. The benefits seem to outweigh the learning curve.
I can see that, but I wonder what the community feedback is like. Are they finding it genuinely useful?
That would be interesting to look into. Community engagement often shapes how tools evolve.
True, and feedback could highlight areas for improvement too. It's a continuous cycle.
Exactly. This is such a good example of how tools need to adapt based on user experience.
So where do you think pfJSON can go from here? Any features you'd love to see added?
I think better error handling could be a big improvement, making sure users can troubleshoot easily.
That's a great suggestion. Maybe even integrating with popular CI/CD tools could expand its reach.
Absolutely. Connecting with existing workflows would make it even more invaluable.
Wow, this discussion really opened up a lot of angles on pfJSON. I can't wait to see how it evolves.
Me too. It's exciting to think about the possibilities. What a tool for those who manage network configurations.